Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So yesterday we kind of started to get going and we got capped by the yearly high for 2020 and bounced back down, and we're now pretty much going sideways. So there's a lot of political noise at the moment, so right off the cuff I'm telling you I'm not interested in dollar pairs right now. We'll wait and see what transpires once we have the political noise sorted out. Right, I think let's just get down to the hour. That will start giving us the view. Big up, big down, big confusion, and that's exactly what's going on in the political noise right now. So we need to wait for some kind of direction from the politicians in the US at the moment. This volatility is going to continue. We've still got this gap open to the downside, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see us come back down and tag this gap. And then there is another gap down here, okay, which is pretty much almost bottom of a range. Okay, so you can see there's the one gap, and then there is the other gap. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see a second move down. Okay, pretty strong move down, retracement, second move down. But for as long as we're like hovering sideways like this, I'm not interested in dollar pairs, and not interested until the politicians sort their nonsense out. Same structure on the US dollar, Japanese yen, just up across the 8 hour first. And you can see big down, big up, big confusion. So big down, big up, big down, big up, big confusion. Off these major levels, I mean, we're expecting a lot of, let me just, instead of talking about it, show it. We are expecting a lot in this area. So you can see it's happened in the past. It's a massive area of support, and we are tagging that area again. So for me, on the dollar Japanese yen, first things first, you can see we got going, we broke down, and then rallied. Okay, and this is just political fear that happened, and then now we're going sideways. So, the question is it going to move back the upside? We do have this gap the upside, which is possible, or alternatively, are we coming back down, considering that we broke this quite convincingly, this 102.989. But anyway, dollar pair, not interested in them at all right now until the politicians sort their nonsense out. Okay, euro Aussie dollar. So remember yesterday we sort of had these three trend lines drawn in, and looked like it's going parabolic. It's still going parabolic, but as I said to you, would not be interested in shorting down here, be looking for a retest of the level. Didn't quite get onto the level that we wanted, but I suppose if we'd drawn the level correctly, which would have been on the fractals there and on the trend line, that was the area that you needed to pay attention to. And you can see there's your pin bar off the level. And when did that happen? 7 o'clock. So that's 5 o'clock GMT. So 7 o'clock South African time. I was off the charts by then. So yeah, that was your entry there. And not much that you've got out of it, but it did move to the downside. I do suspect, though, just looking at the 8 hour here, I do suspect that we more than likely going to get a little bit more of a move to the downside, and I would expect us to finally tag 156984. So with that in mind, we need to pay attention to what transpires here. So and that's weekly support. Sorry, just want to get to the weekly here. And if you look to the left, you can see you can expect buyers to come in here. I mean, look at this here. Okay, and this weekly support of 159368, and if you look left, you can see how valid that is. I'd actually feel more comfortable if we're coming back to 160.261. I think that would be the area, but that's pretty much what happened yesterday. So yeah, bit of confusion, but I suppose 159.369 is the area to watch. Get below that, come back and test that area, then you should be expecting us to tag 158875, and if you get through that, You need to get through this congestion here, and then you're looking at a bigger target to the downside. So this is well worth watching for a continuation to the downside. Could be a turn in direction here, because we are sort of above and below the moving average at the moment, or it could just be a continuation. So it's just worth watching and see what price action delivers to us today. British pound, Japanese yen. So yesterday we had the channel, had that channel drawn in, and double top formed. Well, not quite formed, but we did get there. Looks like a double top forming. That's a neckline, so I'd have to break below that. But we did sell off quite aggressively, and if you look at that, there was our channel break. No real retest of the channel, just a solid break, and then a retest of a level before continuing to the downside. This is forming a flag in my view, expecting a second leg down. So what you can do is basically just do this. Okay, so you need to watch this in the European session. Probably a London breakout strategy would work on this as well. So draw the range like this. That's 1, 2, 3. So probably going to be something like that at the moment. So break below here, break below here, get a 15-minute or a 5-minute close below this level here in the British session, and then you should be getting a move to test the bottoms. You have 139,500. That's the one area. Other thing that may happen is it just carries on in this channel, and if that transpires, then what I'm looking for is a retest of a breakout, and that's the closest breakout of 144.24, and that would be my area to sell off. Okay, so look to sell off there, stop above this fractal here, and that would give me a fairly decent second move down to 139,500. That's looking really promising. So British pound, Japanese yen, definitely going onto my watch list for today. Aussie dollar, US dollar. US dollar pair again, not really interested in this. You can see it does look like a potential double top here, but these things have a way of working themselves into a flag and then break the flag in a continuation. So I still suspect we're going to get a weaker dollar moving forward, but obviously we need to wait and see what transpires with the politicians right now, and that's what's driving the dollar market. So for me, dollar pair, not really interested in this. Yeah, we have got this breakout here, and then we're back above it, 0.76829. Yeah, I think you're better off just sort of doing this. Okay, and then watch for a break above this level for a continuation with the bigger trend. But politics are driving this at the moment. Be very cautious, and the cautiousness that I'm going to adopt is not interested in US dollar pairs. Just leave them alone for now. Lastly, British pound, Aussie dollar. You know, we had this range drawn in yesterday. Nothing much has changed. It does look like we're getting some buyers coming in off the bottom here, but overall the trend is down. So typically what this could be is a pretty long-term trend down, but if you look here, we're forming these higher lows here. Okay, so if I delete that and we do that and we do that, a bit messy, but you'll get the picture. It is forming a triangle in a fairly strong area of support. Okay, if you look to the left, you'll see lots of support for that. For me, I want to see a breakout here, and above and below the moving average like this. It's still confusing. Overall trend is down, but we are forming higher lows here. So take another level here. Okay, so break above this area here, 177.246. Want to see a retest? You'll probably hit the top of the channel, which is 177.936. Alternatively, break below 176.247 and retest that. You'd expect a move to the downside, and there is a magnet down here being a gap, and that gap is 175.546. Yeah, for me, I would expect that to be tagged first, and then some structure off this level. So it's well worth watching, but the problem is, I mean, for me anyway, on this pair, is it's like 700 point swings, which is massive. And yeah, it is sideways ultimately. So I think this one, money in pocket, not really going to watch it. Pound Japanese yen is the one I'm going to be watching, and I'm probably just going to have a look at the, some other pound pairs as well quickly, and we'll see if there's some other opportunities. If there are, I'll put them up on the Telegram channel for you. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell button so you get notified of the videos as they come out every single morning. Anyway, we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning, and stay safe, keep those stops tight, and enjoy the day. Catch you later. Cheers for now.